Wait, that's it gonna work? Oh, oh, ow, leg. Now then, hello. Hopefully you can hear me. I have no idea. I have a different camera on, but I'm not sure if it's actually my camera or that camera that's working at the moment. So we'll just have to go with the one I think it is, which I literally don't know if it's this. If I turn this off, well, that made the light better. Oh, well, the light's better, but again, I actually think it's the other camera. Anyway, who knows? Who knows? So, hello, welcome. My name is Anne, and welcome to a Tobyknits podcast, episode 145, I believe this one is. And Toby has come to say hello. Are you coming to say hello, Toby? One moment, please. Oh, here's Toby. So, Toby, as you can guess, is my Yorkshire Terrier. Are you my baby? Yes, yes, you are. And typically, he doesn't come in the basement because he doesn't like it. And that's where my craft room is, in the basement. And he doesn't normally like it down here. He used to sit behind me in the chair and sew when I would when I would quilt, and then he changed his mind and decided he didn't want to do that when I moved to the basement. He doesn't like my new sewing machine for some reason. I don't know if it's the sound or what it is. Anyway, he didn't like it. So he is sitting behind me. I've got my cup of tea. Have you got your cup of tea? Are you comfy? If you're here, say hello so I know you're here. And we'll have a gap tonight. We're just going to have a chit chat. Um, I do have some interesting info to partake with you. I'm trying to remember who it was that was on last week that had mentioned they thought it would be good to do a Zoom. Because one of the reasons I stopped doing podcasts as such was because it took so long for me to record it, then edit it and add pictures or text or whatever, then upload it, condense it, and then send it to YouTube. It took a long time to do that. And when I do a live, it's much quicker. I just literally turn on, say hello, and chat. And then it uploads it automatically for me, and I don't have to do anything. Now, it means I have to put a lot more info in the text box below, which I am trying to do beforehand, so you know what we're talking about. Um, and so it's quicker this way. And I like it because I can talk, and sometimes some of you chat back in the live chat. Now, when you're over in the live chat, Marisha says here, hello, darling. When you're over in the live chat, you need to go up to the top, and there's a little toggle thing that will let you go from top chat to, I think it's live chat or current or something. And that way you see all the comments. For the longest time, I just had it on top chat, and I didn't see half the comments that were coming through from people. Now I figured out how to do it, so that works a bit better. But at least now I can actually talk back to people, and all messages. There you go, to all messages. Marie Jose points that out. Because then that way you'll get to see them all and not just the top people's chat. How you become a top person, I have no idea. But anyway, so it's just a nicer, I can actually chit chat back with you. Now, then, one of the ladies on last week had said to me, what if we do a Zoom? Now, with a Zoom, that means I can see you and you can see me. That's if you have your camera on. You don't have to have the camera on. And we can talk actually physically to each other, no matter where in the world you are, providing I pick a decent enough time to do it when not everybody's in bed or just getting up in the morning, you know. So I looked into it to see how it would work. And I actually have an account with Zoom, but it's a free one. So it only gives me 45 minutes of chat time. Then you can upgrade it and chat for longer. But of course, it would cost me money to do that. And I don't get paid any money from YouTube or anybody to do this. So at the moment, I'm sticking with the free. So what I'm going to do is actually tomorrow night, I'm going to do a Zoom with my test knitters. And we are going to chat about the Halloween project that they're testing for me right now, the socks that I've designed. And we're going to chat about that and come up with a few game plans and things for the next test knit they might be doing for me. And we'll have the 40 minutes or 45 minutes. So I want to see how long that is. Is it long enough or not long enough? And see if that will work. And if so, maybe once a month, I will do a Zoom. You would have to be part of my Tobyknits and Friends Facebook group, I believe, in order that I can let you know when the Zoom, unless I make it an event. I'm not sure. Unless if I make it an event on Facebook, that at least will give you the Zoom link to get in to the Zoom when I set it up. So we're going to try it. We will try it. I forget who in the heck asked me about it, but we will try it. So tomorrow will be my test with my test knitters, and then I'll let you know next Monday if we're going to do a live Zoom. It won't be recorded and it won't go up onto YouTube afterwards. So you don't have to worry about that. It'll just be for us. So, what have I got to show you today? I have got two things. So, the only two things I have worked on this week is I am determined to get finished the paper wings, which is oh gosh, now I can't think of her name. And I've got it all tangled up here. Which is a Helen Stewart sock pattern. And this is it. This light is not very good. I thought it would be better with this thing on. I'm not sure if it's any good or not. Oh, I don't know. So this is my gladiola yarn, which was the August yarn of the month that I dyed up. And the socks, excuse me 1 minute. I'm getting over a cold. Much better. Of course, I'm still coughing. The sock, this is from Helen Stewart, and it's called Paper Wings. And these are, I guess, little paper airplanes. Remember paper airplanes when we were kids? I actually made some the other day for Tristan. And so that's what they are. They're on the front and the back. And it's just a plain foot and the regular square toe. Where are you going? Okay. And the square toe. And the heel is a different heel that I've not than I normally do. And the heel flap itself is called Eye of Partridge. And it almost looks like little crisscrosses. I don't know if you can see. The slips are slipped every other. I'm not sure. Is it better to go back here? Well, not that you can see it from there though. So I've done one and I'm on the second one. So here is the second. The heel is done. You can see that one better with the crisscrosses. I've just finished the gusset and I am now on the foot. I hate this part of a sock because it's boring. I love the cuff. I love doing the leg pattern. I love doing the heel flap and turn. I love doing the gusset. I hate doing the foot part because now it's just plain knit, which probably a lot of people just love. But you have to just knit so much foot, right? Before you can do your toe. In my case, I have to do about another, I think I've done 20 something odd rows since the gusset ended. So I've got at least another 10, 15 rows to go. So yeah, I really had hoped to finish it today because this was a long weekend in Canada. And we were going to go to the trailer and didn't go because, yeah, Marisha say you're totally right. It is good carnating. And had we gone to the trailer, our drive down there, I would have worked on it. Our drive home, while we were down there just sitting, relaxing, I would have worked on it. But, and I had really hoped to get it finished today because the new September pattern comes out, which I will be using my September yarn, which is Asta, and it's like a purple and a yellow. And that, okay, now he's gone. I can sit back. And it's that comes out on Thursday. So I wanted to really get it finished in time to give myself a little day or two of sock knitting break before the September pattern comes out and I start knitting that one. And but we ended up not going to the cottage. I don't have a cottage. The trailer. We ended up not going to the trailer because Bob got sick. So Leo was here last week with so Leo is my 20-month-old grandson who lives in Nova Scotia with his mom and my son, Sean. And his mom, the lovely Miss Megan, came and we had a fabulous week with them. Sean didn't come. It was just them. And but Leo, by about halfway through the week, started to get a snotty nose. And, I'm one of them nanas that every time I see with the snot, I have to go wipe it, you know. And I've always got tissues in my pocket, always. And then, of course, I'd forget and I'd use the tissue myself. And then, so of course, it was absolutely obvious. Because I couldn't stop kissing him either. So it was obvious I was going to end up getting it. And I did. The day before they left, I got the sore throat and I thought, oh, here we go. And anyway, it hasn't been a bad cold at all. At the beginning, I actually thought it was allergies, but it's, and it did not go under my chest, thankfully. So it wasn't too bad. But then, of course, Bob got it. Well, you know what they're like, men, when they get a cold. It's like the total man cold, you know. He's like, oh, he's so sick. And, he just lays there. And, you know, oh, y'all know what I'm talking about, girls. So he didn't want to go to the trailer this weekend. But funnily enough, he could go outside. He could go outside and work on the new trailer he bought. Yeah, it's a utility trailer. And I call it the piece of shit trailer because when he did bring it home and he brought it in, oh, my nose is so itchy. I've got gel on it right now because I've got a sore on my nose. And of course, it's itchy because it's obviously getting better. When he brought it home, all the other trailers before he had showed me what they look like on Marketplace and said, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? And I'd be like, oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, that's kind of nice. And he'd go and see it. And either he didn't like it, wasn't the right size, didn't have a big enough tire off the floor base thing. Because we have a slope in our driveway. So as you go down, the tire has to be big enough that it doesn't bump and scrape the bottom on the way out. And So yeah, he was show me all these ones, but he didn't show me this particular trailer, which was the cheapest of them all. I'll just tell you that. So he went and picked it up, and he brought it home, and he said to me, "I got the trailer." And I looked out the window and I said, "That's a piece of shit." Because it really did look terrible. It had like wood around the outside that was rotted and there were holes in it. And I'm like, I don't even know how the wood stayed in there when he drove home because I thought for sure it was all going to fall out. And anyway, naturally, he's doing it up. So we couldn't go to the trailer because he didn't feel well, but yet he could still go outside in the 34-degree heat today and paint it. Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I did get some sewing done and some knitting. So I did try to work a little bit more on these, and I really am hoping we're doing a Mission Impossible thing at the moment. So we're catching up and we're rewatching all the. I think tonight we're on the fifth one. Fifth one. We watched Ghost Protocol last night. So I'm hoping to get the length done and be able to start on the toe, which will be in the white, and then maybe get the toe done tomorrow, have that finished so that at least I have Wednesday before I can do that. So that's what I've been working on primarily. And the other thing I started working on was do you remember me crocheting a couple of months ago? And I was using the really gorgeous Ontario Spring fingering weight yarn, which is this one. This is all the lovely little tulips and daffodils at Parliament Hill. And I parred it with a very lovely blue. So these two colors went together. And um, oh, Marie Jose, she saw the new MI on Saturday. Well, that's why we're watching them all again, so that we can then go and see the new one. So, um, so these were the two colors that I was making, and it's fingering weight yarn, 100% merino, and I was making a granny hexagon cardigan for myself, and using a size 4 crochet hook, and it was taking a long time because it's thin yarn, and all the other ladies that are making these crochet granny cardigans on there's a group and there's a video and there's you can buy the pattern. I bought the pattern. And they were making them in like lickety split no time, a couple of days. I'll show you. Hopefully you can see this on my this is what it looks like. The granny square cardigan. So you make two hexagon shapes with granny square clusters, and then you join the two hexagon shapes together, which makes one half of your body and one half of the sleeve. And then you add length if you want length, if you want it longer. And you add, when you put them together, you add some rows at the back to make it come around your area. And then you put a neckband on and cuffs. So that's how you make it. Anyway, I was watching all these ladies and I was getting frustrated because mine was taking a long time. Now, the plan in my head was that it's fingering weight yarn, it'd be light and airy for the summer, make a nice summer cardigan. Oh no, it's taking me forever. And I got fed up with it. So, as you know, my daughter-in-law, that was just here with the lovely Leo, is having another baby. And the baby's due in November. And I looked at this cardigan that I had started and I thought, I had done one side and done so many rounds, excuse me. And then the other side, I got fed up because it wasn't growing. So I started the other side to uh, just give me something exciting, because when it's little and it grows, you see the growth. When it gets to a certain size, it just doesn't seem to be growing. So I made the second, and then when I put them down together to look at them, I thought, "Oh, this looks like a baby cardigan." Hmm. So I, I took out 2 rows or 4 rows, 4 rows, because each round I do 2 rounds of the one color, then switch to the next color and do 2 rounds. So I took 4 rounds out on the one side that I already had done, so it became the same size as the other one. Join them together at the sleeve, which is what you're supposed to do, and then added some 2 on each side for the back, and then did the cut. Anyway, I'll just show you. This is it so far. Isn't this the cutest? Look at it. So this is how it looks. So from there and just down this one side. So that's your granny, your hexie. And then you put the two of them together. Um, I single crocheted across the top to make the sleeve, and then I added another round of blue in each of the um, clusters. Then I single crocheted into one, two, and another one, two, one, two, all the way around to bring the stitch count in. So it was like 16. Then I did 16 double crochets and then finished with 16 single crochets to give the cuff. And the baby can still get its arm in there quite well, but it just brings it in a little. So I did that on both sides. And then I did on the back only 2 extra rows here, 2 extra rows there, and then joined in the middle. I've never done a join as you go with a granny before. It's a bit weird. I'm not sure I like it. It definitely looks okay. But anyway, so that gives enough back for the baby. So now my plan is to go and add maybe 2 or 3 rows on the bottom here. Again, in the pale blue, just to add a couple more rounds, maybe 2. I'll go with 2 first and see. And then I'll I think I'll half double crochet all the way around and up and around here and down there to bring this in together. So that's also what I've been fiddling and playing with um, this week. And and then the plan will be that I'll make this for her, take it up. We're going up in September. Oh, it is September. We're going up in 2 weeks to Nova Scotia because my dad is flying in from England and my brother to Halifax, and we are going to spend a week with my dad. We'll stay at Sean and Megan's house. And while we're there, it's our 35th wedding anniversary, and they're also doing a baby shower for Megan. So this will be my baby shower gift for her. I know it's blue and she's having a girl, but she doesn't mind. She loves, I mean, maybe Leo can wear it for crying out loud. By the time I'm finished putting length on and putting what's her name, John, it might even fit him. Who knows? Because he's not even 2 yet. So anyway, that's the plan. So I'm trying to get that finished to take with me. I do have a quilt that I'd like to make for her, but I think I'm going to take that up when the baby's born because I'll be going up in November, um, for the birth to look after Leo. So those are the only two. Now I say that I have been working on a sock pattern. So I released the holiday socks. Those are free. You can get them on Ravelry. They are just a shorty little sock to do, not Christmas, which people seem to think it is. It's a vacation sock. So when you go on vacation, you go and usually to a yarn shop, maybe pick up some yarn from a local dyer, and that's what you're using to make the holiday socks, to remind you of your holiday. your vacation. So those are free. So you can go and get them on Ravelry now. My name on Ravelry is ridiculous. It's Brit Hockey Mum. I have no idea why. And I don't know if I can put anything on the screen. Mm, I don't think I can. So anyway, it's Brit Hockey Mum is my name on Ravelry. And so you'll find it there. And I've got another set of sock pattern that I'm working on that is out with my lovely test knitters. And that is using this yarn. Oh, which obviously it's Halloween. The pattern is a Halloween pattern. And it's like this lovely purple with kind of a tonal with bits of white and then a purpley black and then this orangey color. So this is in my shop and will be. Hello, Brenda. How are you today? So this is in my shop and will be until tomorrow because it's a pre-order. And tomorrow night it will come down because I will be starting to dye the colors up to ship out to everybody by next Tuesday, a week tomorrow, so that you get it in time for our launch of the pattern. And if you order the yarn, you get these 3 pieces of yarn. These are 25 grams each, that's 100. You get a stitch marker and you get the free pattern to make the socks. Now, if you don't want to use my yarn, that's absolutely fine. The pattern will become available on October 1st on Ravelry, paid for. So you can just buy the pattern and make it with your own yarn. And we're going to have a cast on party on the 2nd, which is the Monday. So Monday, the 2nd of October will be the cast on party here on YouTube for, I nearly said the name of the sock then. Oh, those socks. I've also done a Christmas one, which will be, I will put that up in Etsy in another week or so. And then that will go out to test knitters. And that's really cute. And there's a lovely story behind that one. So that's a really cute one. And then I've started messing about with self-striping yarn because I have ordered for myself this year for Christmas the Cozy Knitters Advent self-striping yarn. So what that is every day, starting the 1st of December, you get the yarn in advance, you ball it all up into your, cake, and then you, each day you knit a color, a stripe, and until the 24th, and you do 2 socks at the same time. And then that way at the end you have left over. Now I did this, and you're finished by the 24th. I did that a couple of years ago. I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago. I feel like it was 2018. It was the first time I had done it, and I loved it. It was a lot of fun. And I actually still have yarn left from it. So what I decided to do was I added a color for the cuff. I just added a green. And I've started to design in each of the stripes because I thought, how much fun would it be to not only do a design, do a color each day, but have a little design. Now, there's only going to be 3 designs, so the 3-row design will repeat every 3 or as much as you want. Hubby must be upstairs. I just heard something drop on the floor. So you can, anyway, I'm just messing with it. I have no idea yet if I'm going to like it. I'm just messing about using some leftover yarn. And then when my yarn comes, I will decide if I'm actually going to do it and if I'm going to put this pattern out. But it would work. I think it will work any time of the year. It's not specific for Christmas, but I want it for my Advent socks that are coming in November. How exciting is that? So yeah, so I have still been knitting other things, but not the thing I really wanted to knit because I keep getting sidetracked with all my own designs. What? I know. Anyway, this is kind of short tonight. I don't have anything else to tell you or show you. Oh, one of the other things, and another reason I wanted to make this little cardigan um, a shorter version than for me was because, well, two reasons. Number one, I want to take this yarn and make some holiday socks with it, my free pattern, because a friend of mine, Pam, she purchased this yarn from me and she downloaded the pattern and made these socks with this yarn. And oh my gosh, they came out phenomenal. I was like, wow, I dyed that? Wow, I want a pair. So this is why I want these 2 because these will be my heel, toe, and sock, and this will be the sock. So I want to make this. I want to keep this yarn. I have enough little pieces left over. Look, I still have all this from where I unraveled to be able to do the bottom and the I was gonna call it the heel flap then. Um, what is it called? Somebody help me out here. What's that word called? Why have I just forgotten that word? Neckband. Thanks, Anne. You're welcome. So yeah, that's the plan for that one. I want to knit more. Let's see if I have time to knit more socks. My goodness. But I couldn't resist when I saw hers. I was like, oh, I have to make them. They're gorgeous. So yeah, and I do want to make myself one of those granny cardigans, but I want to do it in worsted weight. And I'm sure I've got some worsted weight back here that would make a nice cardigan. If not, I do have some I could dye up if I wanted to do my own dye color. But um, yeah, I think if you do it with a worsted weight and a bigger hook like a 6, then it will go quick. And I feel like that will, you know, be a nice project for the fall. Oh, I actually have a nice green down there and a beige. Oh, and a gray. Oh, I think I've just decided that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, yeah, that's that plan. But I don't really have anything else to talk to you guys about. It's very boring tonight. What have I done this week? Let me think. Besides having a cold to deal with, I went to Knit Club on Thursday night. That was a lot of fun. What else? Sean and Megan. No, Megan went home on Thursday. Yeah. We didn't go to the trailer. We haven't done much. It's been a kind of just recouping, I guess. And I've done some sewing, but you're not here for the sewing tonight. So, yeah. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got any ideas? What are you guys all working on? Come on, tell me what you're working on. There's 4 of you on here watching me, and I can only see 2 people that keep talking. So let me know what you're making. And let me know if you're enjoying these lives because I'm not getting a lot of people on um, very much lately. And I'm kind of wondering whether I should just go back to doing my podcast. And maybe I won't do it every week. I'll do it every 2 weeks because we're going to be traveling a lot in the next couple of weeks. We've got a ton of stuff happening. So I'm feeling like I might go back to podcasting, but every 2 weeks. What do you think? Do you prefer the lives? Do you prefer the podcasts? And then if I did the podcast every 2 weeks, then we could do a live Zoom together. What do you think? I think I like that idea better. Anyway. Okay, well, I'm going to go because it's very quiet here and I don't have anything else to say. Oh, Marie-Jose said she is knitting some vanilla socks, presents for Christmas. And that's the thing, right? Like I've knit lots of socks this year and I've not worn any of my socks. They've all gone into the box. And I think I'm gonna look through and pick out the ones I love and pick out the ones I think some other people will love in the family and maybe gift some of them, I think. But we'll have to see. I don't know. Such a lovely dilemma to have, right? Because I've got more than 12 pairs of socks in there right now, and I still, have how many more months to go till the end of the year? 4? So, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go warm my tea up and watch Mission Impossible, whatever the 5th one is, with my husband, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Thank you so much for the ladies who have watched with me tonight, and for those who watch on replay. Again, let me know below, even on replay, do you like the lives? Do you just prefer the podcasts? And let me know. Okay, I'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye.